I just want you to stop saying such weird shit, man.
Well, Mike, given how long it's taken to reconcile with myself of who I am, I don't think I'm going to change that on your account.
You're your partner, man. You got to change something.
Listen, man, I like English archery. I like the history. I like longbows, okay? I find that stuff fascinating, and maybe I want to talk about it every once in a while.
Dude, don't bring up longbows while I'm next to you in the car. It's a longbow.
Yeah, all right. I think we got some action.
Yeah, let's jump him.
Shit! Nice shit, he's running! Pop it, pop it, pop it! Got it. Oh, God. Think he's at the elevator?
No way he took the elevator.
Let's go to the stairs. Corner, corner, corner. Stairwell. Oh, he's running. Open door right, taking it.
Holding.
Coming out to you. Shit. No. I got him. Stop! You have nowhere else to go! Drop the gun! Let's talk about this. Consider your options. We have you.
Brothers, I warn you, there is a storm coming.
What are you talking about?
I'm just one small part of it. Time cleanses all, and all things time cleanses.
Come to me.
I'll see you on the other side.
No, don't jump! Don't jump! No! No!
Oh, God.
I ain't cleaning that up.
Shit.
You got to explain this. You got to explain this to Lieutenant.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, let's jump him.
Shit. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the Talking Kevlar Vest. Today we are going over the Meta-Tactical Apex kit for a Glock or a handgun chassis. It's one of the more interesting chassis I've seen. It looks like a sci-fi gun. It sparks my interest. I like the aesthetic, but to go over it, I have a friend to help me. Mike of Tactical Considerations. Mike, brother, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. Today we're going over this thing. I know you had one, I have one, so I thought we could combine our powers. Yet again, you are the smarter gun tuber than I am. I am a professional idiot, so I can use all the help I can get. What Glock is in yours?
Gen 5 45.
Okay, I have the Gen 5 Glock 34 in mine.
Okay.
I got this from Apex. They reached out and they're like, hey, do you want this kit? And I looked at it, and because it's such a sci-fi gun, I instantly said yes. Now, my thing is, I don't know about you, bro, but I don't give a damn about pistol chassis, if I'm being honest.
No.
I really don't. Now, being a gun tuber, pistol chassis exist in my genre, and I, of course, love certain aesthetics. I have to jump on those aesthetics when they do come up. And something that looks like this, dude, I can't resist.
I, like, instantly when I saw it, I thought of that movie, was it the Tomorrow War?
Yeah.
Where he had, like, the wrong optic on the wrong gun, so I put a 1 to 10 and an offset red dot on a Glock chassis build.
It's funny you mentioned the Tomorrow War, because I instantly thought of, like, Halo or Titanfall.
Yeah, right?
You know, it's just like, I saw it and I was like, all right, yeah, you got my goat. Let's freaking do it. Overall, it's a pretty simple setup, or a pretty simple product, I'd say. I think they did a good job with that, and I think I like the idea behind it, but the practicality and the totality of the circumstances, I'm not sure of.
Yeah, so it did fix a couple things that other chassis got wrong, which it's got an extendable stock, right? You got a really good ejection port there, which you can tell by the videos working, your rounds are flying.
Oh yeah, they're sitting into the stratosphere.
Yeah, and then you got a cross-bolt safety. So that was one of the things that a lot of other chassis lacked, was a safety. It was just run hot. But you know, the trigger design, it's basically a bullpup design where your trigger mechanism's up here, and it's pressing on the back of the trigger there. So it did fix some things, non-reciprocating charging handle, things like that, but you gotta really like chassis to really want one. Though,
yeah,
dude. That's the thing.
The chassis guy crowd is a really interesting niche crowd.
They are. They are.
To the guys that are like, I like handguns, but I want a little bit more out of my handgun, but I don't want a rifle, but I want to keep it in the family. I'm like, all right, why don't you just have a rifle? Like, why don't you just get a rifle or a rifle caliber?
And quite honestly, if you think you're going to be in a scenario and you know, have this thing and be able to break this down, put your 16-inch barrel in your gun, take the other barrel out, then jam this in here real quick, you know, slap that down, and then you're, you know, charge it and you're ready to go. Yeah. You're probably already got 10 or 12 holes in you. So I've always gone by the methodology of, I might start with a pistol, but I'm probably going to be trying to fight to my rifle. Right. Unless this is all you have and you want to have this, I mean, you can go both ways, I guess.
Not here on this channel, buddy. So Mike just did a good job showing you what's going on with the Glock. So my 34 has a 16-inch barrel. This alone is a really fun thing to play with, but I like what they did with the 16-inch barrel because it's like, hey, let's get some more performance out of that 9mm round. So what I also don't like is I don't know the effectiveness of suppressing a 16-inch handgun barrel.
I don't know if I'd want to throw a suppressor on that, thinking of all that barrel whipping around and you add a suppressor to the end. That I'm thinking baffle strike.
My intuition is saying it's a bad idea. I mean, we are the gun tubers. We should try it.
You try it first.
Yeah, but that's what
I want to watch.
Like, I don't know, man. This one sketches me out because it's like it's just the tilt of the barrel and everything. It's just like I don't love it. And that's one thing I really don't like about this. I would love if I had the sear. I would like to see how it does in full auto. Like a Glock.
Oh yeah.
I think that would make this way crazy.
That barrel would just.
What'll be, friend?
I'll have a double.
Well, I do appreciate brass and lead, but that's no good for here around. That's more like it. Gentlemen, this video is sponsored by American Hartford Gold. Diversifying your portfolio besides brass and lead is a good start to financial freedom, and American Hartford Gold can help you with achieving that goal.
There's one thing we all know is that we can't trust the government with our protection nor our finances. Throughout our lifetime, the dominance of the US dollar was unprecedented, but that may be changing. So diversifying that portfolio with a precious metal IRA may be a good way to go. So look into American Hartford Gold. I like having more financial options than just relying on one avenue, and so should you. American Hartford Gold has a 5+ rating from thousands of reviewers and A+ from the Better Business Bureau. They have outstanding customer service and they will take care of you. American Hartford Gold supports content such as this, and I appreciate that. They believe in a freedom-based message both with firearms and finances. Tell them I sent you and they'll give you $5,000 free of silver on your first order. The link for American Hartford Gold will be in the description down below, as well as you can see the info floating down here in the bottom of the screen. Joe, we also have to thank SDI. Get accredited gunsmith training. Don't let your memes be dreams. Work on guns because Lord knows I will need all the help I can get, so maybe you can help me with some of my cool projects. Go hit them up. They have some fun programs. I think they have a drone program, so you can get an interesting education in a career that actually matters. I was bad at school, but I think I would do better if I was studying about guns. I don't know about you. We also thank AAC for being the ammo sponsor of this channel. They are mega based and believe in arming the American citizen with as much equipment and firepower as possible. Mega based, big thank you. All right, now let's get back to the Apex kit. So like Mike showed, it's pretty simple. You take your Glock, once you get your 16-inch barrel into your Glock, drop it onto the chassis. You have a cross pin over here. Pop that pin in, close her up, and she is ready to go. You have your charging handle up here. You have a weird mag release system on the gun. So it has options for ambidextrous, but you can kind of see like this is gonna be your mag release right here. It's not a traditional button. And then to open the thing back up, you have this button down here, opens her up. Got your safety. Pretty simple setup. They came with some Picatinny rails that you throw on to the gun. And then it has a monolithic top rail for mounting optics lasers.
And you got the flesh eater muzzle brake, so if you run out of ammo, you can
Oh
always
yeah, you can always muzzle brake 'em.
muzzle punch them.
Yeah. Breaking windows, I guess. Then it came with a grip holder for the front mag. It's an option. I kind of like it. It's kind of an aesthetically pleasing vibe. It's a pretty simple chassis, but I think they did a good job on it. The practicality in the question is, when the hell would I ever use a chassis over a rifle?
Well, I think the big thing is it gets you around the ATF because it's got a 16-inch barrel.
Yeah.
And for those of you in the audience that glow, otherwise known as feds.
Hey, how you doing? How's the Fed watch going, gentlemen? Are you enjoying this episode? Hope you are.
And I think that's like the big positive. You can have a Glock, you can put a 16-inch barrel in it, and let's just face it, if you have good skills, I mean, Jerry Michalik shot like 500 yards with a 9mm before, so it can be done. You just got to be like executive level skill, right?
Yeah.
Executive. Or managerial
outcomes. Now for this next test, Mike is going to see if this bullet safe armor can stop the chassis 9mm round. So all in all, man, pretty simple gun, pretty simple setup. The concept behind it, it doesn't warrant a crazy long video in my opinion. I love the aesthetics. I think they crushed the look of the gun. I want to give them that. But the practicality, man, I can't in good conscience be like, yes, you guys need a chassis, you guys conquer the world with a chassis. It's another option, it's an option that exists, but listen, I'm one of the guys that's gonna be like, hey, this is cool, but if you're balling on a budget, save your money. If you have the disposable income, by all means run buck wild. I think, my prediction, what I would like to see is seeing these in video games. I think that'd be really fun because that could be a fun little dynamic to video games, TV shows that this has to offer, and I think that'll make them really even cooler because it'll add an intrinsic value through the pop culture effect.
Yeah, it's one of those, you gotta want it. Like, if you want a chassis, I've tried several different ones, this is actually a decent one to go out and get. But you gotta want it, and you gotta be like one of those chassis dudes.
You have to be a chassis dude. I'm not a chassis guy. So this is the coolest chassis I own. This is technically, would you consider the Strike SMC? Would you consider that a small modular chassis?
Yeah, it's like a small modular chassis.
I guess I own 2 chassis. But this is the coolest. I like it the most. I can't get over the lines, how it looks, the stock, everything about it is so sci-fi, and that hits my little monkey brain rather nicely.
Like Starship Troopers, man.
It's like Starship freaking Troopers, dude. Rico!
You know what to do.
You know what to do. I like it a lot. It hit the G spot in that aspect.
Yeah.
Cool.
It went open.
Drop test.
Mine didn't open, but it dropped on the buttstock.
Oh, nice. All right, so in the drop test, I broke the chassis. I already broke my favorite chassis, go figure. The little locking plastic on there snapped off. You know, it's perfect though because as a gun guy, especially with a YouTube channel, it's okay to abuse your gear. Gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Your comments are a sacrifice to the algorithm god, a god of which who enjoys pistol chassis for whatever reason. Mike, where can people find you?
Everything is at Tactical Considerations, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, all that good stuff.
I'll at Mike and I'll link his stuff down below, so go check him out. Yet again, he is a much smarter gun guy than I am, and I look up to him very much. So big thank you for coming out and helping me out with this video.
Awesome, brother. Appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm gonna pick my stuff up and leave now. Oh,
no, you have to leave it. It's a sacrifice of the range.
Shit.
Yeah, mine's staying there too. All right, guys, we'll catch you later. Say, old sport, this is most funny to you. File your portfolio. It's gonna be on you.
What is?
No, the first line you just gotta say, I just want you to stop saying such weird shit.
Oh.
I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side.